When we talk about rare animals, horses are often left out of the conversation. But did you know that some horse breeds are so scarce that fewer than 100 individuals exist worldwide? These aren't just unique in number. Many of them carry centuries of history, cultural importance, and traits that can't be found anywhere else. From isolated mountain villages to royal stables, these rare breeds survive thanks to passionate breeders, conservation programs, and sometimes just pure luck. Their rarity can be due to geographic isolation, historical events like wars, or simply the evolution of modern breeding that left older types behind. In this video, you'll discover 10 of the rarest horse breeds on the planet, some you may never have heard of. We'll explore what makes each of them special, what challenges they face today, and how their distinct traits continue to captivate horse lovers around the world. Whether you're a long-time equestrian or just curious about these majestic animals, this list offers a chance to learn more about the living treasures of the equine world. Ready to meet the horses that almost disappeared from history? Was Akhal-Teke, the shimmering survivor of the desert. The Akhal-Teke is often called the golden horse, and not just because of its desert origins. This breed, native to Turkmenistan, is famous for its metallic, almost glowing coat that shines under sunlight. But beyond beauty, the Akhal-Teke is one of the rarest and oldest horse breeds in the world, with a lineage dating back over 3,000 years. Originally bred by nomadic tribes, these horses were designed for endurance in harsh, arid environments. With slim builds, long legs, and deep chests, they are built for speed and stamina, not brute strength. They're incredibly intelligent and bond deeply with their owners, which also makes them quite sensitive and not ideal for inexperienced riders. Today, the Akhal-Teke is critically rare. There are estimated to be fewer than 7,000 worldwide, and only a small number live outside Central Asia. Preservation efforts are active, but their gene pool remains limited, which raises concerns about long-term survival. Their shimmering coats come in colors like palomino, buckskin, and even black, all with that signature metallic sheen. But perhaps what's most remarkable is how these horses seem to carry the spirit of their ancient homeland in every step. If you've ever wondered what it would be like to ride a creature that looks like it galloped out of a legend, the Akhal-Teke might be the closest thing to it. 2. Marwari, the horse with the curved ears. The Marwari horse is instantly recognizable, not because of its color or size, but because of its unique ears. They curve inward at the tips, sometimes even touching. This rare trait sets the Marwari apart from every other breed in the world. Native to the Marwar region of Rajasthan, India, these horses were once the pride of Rajput warriors and royal courts. Bred for battle and endurance, Marwaris are incredibly resilient and courageous. They were trained to respond to voice commands and could even carry wounded soldiers away from the battlefield without guidance. In Indian folklore, they're often portrayed as loyal and almost mystical animals, known for sensing danger and protecting their riders. Unfortunately, the Marwari breed faced near extinction during British colonial rule, when native breeds were considered inferior to European ones. Numbers plummeted, and export bans further limited their spread. Today, while the situation is improving, the Marwari remains rare, especially outside India. They come in many colors, but pure white Marwaris are considered sacred and are often reserved for ceremonial use. Their movement is also distinctive, a graceful gait called the reveille that adds to their majestic presence. If you're drawn to horses with personality, history, and a touch of mystery, the Marwari is impossible to ignore. It's a living symbol of a warrior past and a breed that almost vanished from the world. 3. Soraya, Portugal's wild heritage. The Soraya is one of the oldest and most primitive horse breeds in Europe, and also one of the rarest. Native to the Iberian Peninsula, particularly Portugal, the Soraya is believed to be a descendant of wild horses that roamed the region for thousands of years. Their dun-colored coats, black manes, and striped legs give them a prehistoric appearance, like something straight out of a cave painting. These horses were virtually unknown outside rural Portuguese valleys until the 20th century. A zoologist named Dr. Rui de Andrade discovered the breed in the 1930s and began efforts to preserve it. Despite those efforts, Soraya horses remain critically endangered. Today, fewer than 200 exist in the world, and their limited gene pool poses an ongoing challenge to conservationists. Sorafias are small and agile, standing around 14 to 15 hands high. While not built for heavy work or racing, they're extremely hardy and adaptable. Their strong survival instincts and cautious nature make them harder to train than domestic breeds, but they form strong bonds with those they trust. What makes the Soraya so special isn't just its rarity, but its link to the deep past. DNA evidence suggests connections to many modern Iberian and even American Mustang breeds. It's not just a horse, it's a genetic time capsule. For anyone who appreciates history in motion, the Soraya offers a glimpse into what truly wild horses may have once been. 4. Falabella, the world's smallest horse breed. The Falabella is so small it can stand next to a large dog and still look tiny. Originating from Argentina, this miniature horse breed averages just 28 to 34 inches in height. Despite its size, it's a true horse, not a pony, with refined features and proportional anatomy. The breed traces back to the 19th century, when the Falabella family began selectively breeding small horses from Andalusian and Criollo stock. Over generations, they produced a consistently tiny breed that retained the elegance and structure of full-sized horses. Today, the Falabella is not just rare. It's also prized for its novelty, intelligence, and gentle temperament. Falabellas are often kept as companion animals or used in therapy settings. They can be trained to pull small carts and even perform tricks, thanks to their willingness to learn and bond with humans. Despite their size, they're hardy and adapt well to various climates, though they need careful feeding and hoof care. Because they're not bred for work or competition, Falabellas remain a niche breed. There are only a few thousand worldwide, and breeding programs are tightly controlled to preserve their unique traits. Exporting them can also be complicated due to their value and rarity. If you've ever dreamed of having a horse but lacked the space, the Falabella might be the answer. A horse you can almost keep in your backyard and one of the rarest treasures in the equine world. 5. Cleveland Bay, Britain's endangered powerhouse. The Cleveland Bay is Britain's oldest native horse breed, known for its strength, endurance, and striking solid bay color. Originally bred in the Cleveland district of northern England, these horses were used to pull coaches, plow fields, and serve in the military. Today, despite their noble history and versatility, the Cleveland Bay is considered critically endangered. What sets this breed apart is its combination of power and elegance. Standing between 16 and 17 hands high, Cleveland Bays have muscular builds, clean legs, and a proud, upright posture. Their intelligence and calm nature make them ideal for riding, driving, and ceremonial use. In fact, the British royal family has long favored them. You can often see them pulling carriages during state events. However, with the rise of mechanized transport, demand for strong carriage horses plummeted, and so did their population. By the mid-20th century, the breed was nearly extinct. Breeding programs in the UK and abroad have helped stabilize numbers somewhat, but fewer than 500 purebred Cleveland Bays exist today. They're known for being easy keepers, thriving on simple diets and requiring minimal special care. But their rarity makes them expensive and hard to find, especially for new horse owners. If you're looking for a piece of living history with a gentle temperament and powerful presence, the Cleveland Bay is a breed that deserves attention. Its future depends on people who see its value beyond utility, as a heritage worth preserving. 6. Caspian, the ancient horse rediscovered. The Caspian horse is so ancient that many believed it had gone extinct, until it was rediscovered in Iran in the 1960s. This small, refined horse is considered a living link to the earliest domesticated horses of the Middle East. With a graceful frame, large expressive eyes, and smooth movement, the Caspian combines elegance with surprising strength. Standing only around 10 to 12 hands high, Caspians are often mistaken for ponies, but their proportions and skeletal structure align more closely with full-sized horses. DNA studies have shown that the breed predates most modern horse types, making it a critical piece of the equine evolutionary puzzle. The rediscovery of the Caspian is credited to Louise Firuz, an American horse breeder living in Iran. She noticed the horses being used by local children in the Caspian region and recognized their unique qualities. Her work led to preservation efforts, but the breed remains critically endangered, with only a few hundred individuals worldwide. Caspians are known for their agility, intelligence, and kind temperament. They're excellent jumpers for their size and are used in children's riding programs and light harness work. Their adaptability and spirit make them beloved by those lucky enough to own one. In terms of rarity and historical importance, the Caspian is unmatched. It's not just a horse, it's a bridge to the very beginning of the human-horse relationship, still alive today thanks to a lucky rediscovery and a handful of dedicated breeders. 70. American Cream Draft, the golden workhorse. Unlike most draft breeds with European roots, the American cream draft is the only draft horse developed in the United States. What makes it truly unique and rare is its cream-colored coat, pink skin, and amber eyes. This distinctive appearance, combined with its gentle nature and solid build, makes the American cream draft a standout in the equine world. The breed traces back to a mare named Old Granny from Iowa in the early 1900s. She passed on her unusual color and calm temperament, which breeders preserved through selective breeding. By the 1940s, the American cream draft had a small but established population. However, mechanization in agriculture led to a sharp decline in all draft breeds, and the cream nearly disappeared. Today it's considered critically endangered, with fewer than 400 registered individuals. Breeders are working to expand the gene pool while maintaining the signature cream color, officially known as champagne. Their rarity makes them a symbol of American agricultural heritage and the efforts to preserve it. Despite their size, these horses are known for their kind eyes and easygoing personalities. They're used in farming, driving, and increasingly in therapy settings due to their calm demeanor. Owning an American cream draft is like having a piece of living Americana, a gentle giant with roots in hard work and resilience. It's a breed that reminds us of a quieter, slower era, and one that needs active support to keep from fading into history. 8. Newfoundland Pony, the hardy survivor of the North. The Newfoundland pony may be small in stature, but it carries the weight of a people's history. Originating from the rugged island of Newfoundland, Canada, this breed was developed from a mix of British pony types brought over by settlers in the 17th and 18th centuries, including Exmoor, Dartmoor, and Highland ponies. Over time, they adapted to the harsh coastal environment, becoming one of the hardiest and most resilient breeds in North America. These ponies were essential to daily life. They hauled firewood, plowed fields, and transported goods across rocky, snow-covered terrain. Known for their strength, intelligence, and calm disposition, Newfoundland ponies could do the work of larger horses while requiring far less food and care. However, the breed faced near extinction in the late 20th century. As machinery replaced horses, many Newfoundland ponies were sold for meat or abandoned. By the 1980s, only a few dozen remained. Thanks to local efforts and passionate breeders, the population is slowly recovering, but it remains extremely rare, with fewer than 500 registered ponies today. Standing around 11 to 14 hands high, they come in many colors and often grow thick coats in winter to withstand the cold. They're versatile, friendly, and ideal for families or small farms. The Newfoundland pony isn't just rare, it's a cultural treasure. Its survival tells a story of resilience, both of the ponies themselves and of the communities that continue to fight for their preservation. Deister, Skyros pony, Greece's ancient island treasure. On the small Greek island of Skyros, a tiny population of rare ponies roams quietly. Descendants of ancient horses believed to have served Athenian armies and possibly pulled chariots during the time of Alexander the Great. The Skyros pony is one of the rarest equines in the world, with fewer than 300 remaining, most of them still living on the island. Standing only about 9 to 11 hands high, the Skyros pony is technically a miniature horse. But don't let its size fool you. It's incredibly strong for its build and known for its agility and endurance. For centuries, these ponies worked side by side with islanders, transporting goods, helping with farming, and navigating the mountainous terrain. What makes them so unique isn't just their ancient heritage or limited habitat, it's also their gentle nature and adaptability. Skyros ponies are friendly, intelligent, and easy to handle, which has made them ideal for children's programs and conservation education. Today they face threats from habitat loss, uncontrolled crossbreeding, and lack of public awareness. Conservation groups are working to protect the breed, establish breeding centers, and promote their historical significance. If you're ever on Skyros and catch sight of these graceful little ponies, you're witnessing a living fragment of Greek history. The Skyros pony isn't just rare. It's sacred to the story of a civilization and a reminder of the quiet beauty that survives in the world's forgotten corners. 10. Nokota, the spirit horse of the American plains. The Nokota horse is more than just rare. It's a living symbol of survival, resistance, and the untamed spirit of the American West. Found in the rugged badlands of North Dakota, this breed descends from the horses of Native American tribes, early ranchers, and cavalry stock. With fewer than 1,000 known individuals today, the Nokota is critically endangered and deeply tied to U.S. history. These horses gained attention in the 1980s when brothers Leo and Frank Kuntz discovered a small isolated population in Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Recognizing their unique conformation and bloodlines, the brothers began a preservation effort. Since then, the Nakota has become an emblem of conservation and cultural heritage. Nakotas are known for their intelligence, endurance, and strong-willed personalities. They're hardy, adapted to extreme weather and rough terrain with lean bodies and expressive eyes. While they can be challenging for beginners, they're incredibly loyal and responsive to patient handling. What sets the Nakota apart isn't just its rarity, but its connection to Native American traditions and the open plains. Their striking blue roan coats, feathered manes, and balanced builds make them visually unforgettable. Some have even called them warrior horses, reflecting their past roles in survival and battle. The Nakota's story is one of resilience, a breed nearly lost to time, now kept alive by a handful of dedicated people who believe in its importance. It's not just a horse, it's a symbol of wild freedom that still runs strong today. Preserving living legends. Rare horse breeds are more than beautiful or unusual animals. They are living connections to our past, shaped by centuries of culture, geography, and survival. From the shimmering Akalteke of Central Asia to the battle-born Mawari of India and the quiet strength of the Newfoundland pony, each of these 10 breeds tells a unique story. Their rarity isn't just a number, it reflects the delicate balance between human progress and the preservation of nature. As modern breeding favors popular or performance-driven horses, many of these rare breeds have been pushed to the edge. Some were nearly lost forever, but thanks to small groups of passionate breeders, conservationists, and everyday horse lovers, they're still here, living, breathing pieces of history. So which of these rare breeds surprised you the most? Have you ever seen one up close? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you believe these horses deserve a place in the future as much as they had in the past, consider supporting conservation programs or simply spreading the word. If you enjoyed learning about these rare treasures of the horse world, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the world's most fascinating horses. Because sometimes the rarest things are the ones most worth protecting.